Hey guys, Austin here, and in today's video, I just kind of wanted to go through the playoff odds for the Oilers and if it is fair to still expect them to make the playoffs, having players like Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, or if we should just be counting them out completely based on where they are in the standings right now. Now, in my video yesterday that I made, I was answering questions and comments from you guys, and I am of the belief that this team is probably done. They're not going to make the playoffs, and instead of selling assets to try and find a way to get in, I think just running the season out is the best course of action, but I do want to do my due diligence and just kind of take a look and see where the Oilers are at right now using a bit of numbers from Money Puck. Money Puck is not the answer to everything. Just because I like using the website, I think it's fun, I think it's informative, but make sure that when you are analyzing teams and players, you are using more than just Money Puck, because Money Puck does have its set of issues. So looking at the NHL Power Rankings for right now, the Edmonton Oilers are down in 11th based on Money Puck's power score is what they call it. It's a combination of putting together expected goal share, unblocked shot attempts for, shooting percentage, save percentage, share power play time, etc. Now, the Oilers earlier this season, they were up in the top 5 for a majority of the first half of the season. But pretty much since they hired Chris Knobloch, the Edmonton has dropped down to 11th. The team, I don't think, has played very well under Chris Knobloch, and I don't think that's really fair to put that on him. He is put into an impossible situation right now, and I think there was a lot of players in that locker room that were not happy that Jay Woodcroft was fired earlier. So looking at the power rankings here, power score 52%. Edmonton's expected goal percentage share is at 53.7%, which would put them at 5th in the NHL. Unblocked shot attempts for, they are 4th in the NHL. Now, shooting percentage, they are 4th last in the National Hockey League for team shooting percentage. We are expecting that to regress back to the mean a little bit more. And then, of course, save percentage. We know how putrid Edmonton's save percentage is. Look at that. New Jersey actually has a worse save percentage as a team now over Edmonton. That is unbelievable. Share of power play time. The Oilers are in the bottom 10 of the NHL, 45.36% share of power play time. And then the expected goals percentage on the power play, Edmonton is again bottom half here, 49.29%. You probably don't want your power play running under 50% for the expected goal percentage share on a power play, because you do have a man advantage, and that's not very good. Now, looking at the playoff odds, Money Puck's playoff odds, we have to scroll all the way down to find Edmonton. Edmonton right now, based on Money Puck's, equations and formulas that they use, Edmonton has a 44.5% chance to make the playoffs at the moment. When we go into today's games and we click on the preview for the Oilers and Hurricanes, if we scroll down a bit, important game for the Oilers. Now, they have a little thing here that breaks down if they win, if they lose, how the percentages change. If the Edmonton Oilers can beat Carolina in regulation, their playoff odds go up to 47.9%, or an increase of 3.4%. If they lose to the Hurricanes in regulation, their playoff odds drop 3% to 41.5%. I think the playoff odds right now that Money Puck has for Edmonton is very generous, considering where they're at in the standings. Very not so fun fact, Edmonton has not even beaten a current playoff team this season. All 5 of their wins have come against teams that are not currently sitting in a playoff spot. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is the number of teams to make the playoffs after being in a playoff spot as of American Thanksgiving. Now, as we all know, American Thanksgiving is at the end of the week here. So in a couple days from the recording of this video, last season, 13 of the 16 teams made it. So an 81.3% ratio to get in. 18-19 and 17-18, 5 teams that were in each of those years ended up missing. So the 68.8% odds to get in if you were in a playoff spot, that was kind of I think those two are outliers, because every other year it's 13, 12, 13, 12, 13 teams. Realistically, you can expect 13 teams from each conference currently in a playoff spot at Thanksgiving will be in the playoffs. So only 3 teams are going to drop out. Now, not only do you have to have teams drop out, but you also have to go over those teams. You have to leapfrog them. in total, 98 of the 128 teams in the last 8 full seasons. So 76.5% of teams that are in a playoff spot at American Thanksgiving make the playoffs. And again, just like in my video yesterday and in my debrief video that I did after the Panthers game on Monday night, I don't think Edmonton is a playoff team. I think their odds are significantly lower than what Money Puck has them. I would probably put Edmonton's odds, and this is not based on any mathematical equation, at like 2%. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Oilers can make the playoffs? Do you think there is still hope for this team? Or do you think McDavid and Draisaitl can go on a tear and just will this team to start winning? Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you really liked it. I really appreciate your guys' support. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.